Okay, today we are starting another theoretical topic, role of management accountant in modern business world. Okay, so in this first point or first area which we have to cover is functions of management accountant. Like accounting professional will have different functions. Like financial accountant is having different function, cost accountant is having different functions, clear finance manager is having different functions. Similarly, management accountant will also have different functions. So what are the areas in which management accountant has to work is generally called as functions of management accountant. So first function, compulsory function is planning, because everything is based on planning. First preliminary process in decision making is what? Planning. Generally, if there is a good planning, compulsory targets or objectives can be achieved. If planning is not appropriate or good, then everything will be fail. Okay, so first point which is covered here is planning. Okay, just 1 minute. Okay. Okay, so functions of management accountant we are discussing. So first function of management accountant is planning. So planning means he has to plan for accounting part only. He will not plan for different areas. Like marketing plans done by marketing team, financial plans done by finance manager. Okay, generally the plans related to taxation will be done by tax manager or general manager of the company. So these areas management accountant will not have any access. So management accountant has to plan for his accounting area only. So his accounting area is management accounting. So he will plan for management accounting part only. So the first function will be planning and accounting. So planning will be for short term also, long term also. In some cases planning will be required for short term, in some cases planning will be required for long term. Clear? And ultimately if plan once made, it has to be implemented is the next stage. So 2-3 different types of plans we will make thereafter. Once the plan is approved by higher authorities, then it will be implemented. So implementation part is the next part. Next is everything planned will not work out if organization is not having the proper controlling system. Suppose you prepared the schedule. Daily I will study 10 hours, daily I will study 8 hours, but every day you are failing to study for 8 to 10 hours. So ultimately you don't have proper control. Then what will happen? Plan will fail. So controlling is necessary. So controlling means plan should be successfully implemented and has to be successfully completed. So it requires what? Controlling. So controlling means whatever is necessary things required for achieving the target towards the plan, all those inputs should be introduced. Is what? Controlling. Like if you want to become a successful professional, then you have to control unnecessary activities, like you are wasting time or you are spending a lot of time on mobile phone, social media, and you are spending unnecessary time with friends, you are spending different attending different types of functions, so time will be wasted, so ultimately you cannot achieve your target. So controlling required. So in organization also controlling is required. Control means here activities should be in control, like spending activity, clear proper monitoring required. All this is part of what? Controlling. Because whenever amount is spent, if you do not control, unnecessarily excess amount can be incurred. If you have resources, if you are not properly utilizing, then there is a not utilization of resources. So all this is part of what? Controlling. So controlling is mainly concerned about expenses have to be controlled. Expenses have to be controlled. Okay, investments, expenses. So for controlling purpose, management accountant will use different tools here. Different tools and techniques like budgetary control technique, standard costing technique, and he will use capital budgeting, investment decision technique. Okay, so these are the various techniques through which he can control. So all these topics we are going to study at later stage. So the techniques which is or tools which are available for controlling is budgetary control, standard costing, and generally your investment decisions or capital budgeting decisions. Okay, and apart from that, he can use other techniques also, other tools also, like for cash he can use cash budget, cash flow statement. For generally procurement of funds, investment of funds, he can use fund flow statements. Like he can use different means tools and techniques and methodologies for controlling the expenses or controlling the unnecessary spendings. Next is reporting. Main function of management accountant is reporting, because management accountant cannot take decision on his own basis. He has to inform to higher authorities. Then higher authorities will take the decisions. Only he should advise through reporting. Why this is better. This is the situation. This type of decision if management take, it is in the profitable side or on the benefit side. So he has to guide the management. He has to advise the management. So for that he has to report. Management accountant directly not having the power to take decisions, because ultimately decisions will be taken by board of directors, higher authorities. So through higher authorities he has to report. Ultimately he has to report. Clear? Next is management accounting work is a teamwork. So proper coordination is also required from different departments. Coordination is also required, because if you want to run an organization in successful manner, all departments cooperation is necessary. This is not a one-man army show. Okay, this is not a one-man army show. Again it is of a just 1 minute. Next is, whenever any important information is there, that important information should be communicated to respective authorities or respective officials. So that is what? Communication. So lack of communication will also create problems, hurdles. So proper communication is also important, right? Next is, whatever data is available with management accountant, on that data he has to study, analyze and interpret. Means that is what? Financial analysis and interpretation, or anything which is important for decision making, that has to be analyzed by management accountant and he has to interpret. So interpretation part is also one of the function of management accountant. Okay, next is, in some organizations tax matters also handled by management accountant. In some organizations separate person is appointed. Suppose if management accountant has to monitor the tax areas also, then he has to advise about taxation matters also. So tax administration, like through which decisions or which type of means transactions and activities tax can be reduced, tax can be minimized. So he can watch the tax matters also. Clear? So generally management accountant purely not handle the tax area, but he can advise about the taxation matters also. Clear? Next is asset production. Asset production means all types of assets should be protected through insurance coverage, through different types of schemes, and it should be optimally utilized. It should be optimally utilized. So he has to guide the management towards the optimum utilization, and proper protection is also necessary, because majority funds will be invested in fixed assets. When organization purchase the fixed assets, a heavy portion or heavy budget is involved in that. So if anything went wrong, again if you purchase fixed asset, then whatever profits you earned from past so many years, that will be ultimately invested in asset itself. So what is important? Assets should be protected. Clear? If assets are not properly protected, then again reinvestment problem will arise. So for reinvestment, sometimes generally funding is not available. So this is the reason that assets should be protected. Even small asset also, big asset also, everything should be protected. So insurance coverage is required. Strong internal control system is required. Clear? So that assets will be in totally controlled situation. Okay. Next is one more point is also coming into the consideration in this area, that is assets should be protected means here organization has to follow rules and regulations set by the government also. According to the rules and regulations set by the government, organization has to utilize the assets or use the assets. Then only assets will be in protected way. Otherwise government can make the penalties, fines, etc. So organization has to follow the regulations also. Clear? What regulations? Government regulations. Next is evaluation of external effects. Management accountant has to analyze the external effects also. Whatever decision company will take, what will be the impact of that decision to the outside people. In that area also management accountant has to work, because one small decision will change the entire organization also, and one particular decision will affect the external peoples also. So management accounting is actually used by management, so it is a part of internal system, but sometime some decisions will affect the external world also. Some decisions will affect the external world also. So management accountant has to clearly guide the management key what decision can affect the externals and what decision can be specifically applicable for internal matters. So these are the functions of your finance manager. And last and final is economic appraisal. Economic appraisal means always management has to use the resources 100% in optimum way. Then only benefits will increase, then only they can sustain in the market. Suppose if you have resources and management is not properly utilizing the resources, then ultimately organization cannot achieve the targets. So for increase the profitability, increase in sales revenue, utilization of resources is mandatory. So optimum utilization is required. So this is functions of your management accountant. So planning, accounting, controlling, coordination, clear tax administration, clear asset production, economic appraisal, clear in analysis and generally interpretation. These are the various functions of the management accountant. Okay, from this MCQ question can be tested, important question, because functions of management accountant is a important question in management accounting paper. So you can call Mr. Sainath. Again it is not working. You can check the content, functions of management accountant. If any doubt is there, I will explain one more time. First two classes theory is there, thereafter we have to start practical chapter. Reason for covering theories, from this topic 3-4 MCQ questions are coming in exam. Minimum 3, maximum 4 questions are coming. So no doubt, so we have to start next. Management accountant functions are completed. Now management accountant with modern business world. Attachment of management accountant with modern world. Clear? So apart from the functions which we have discussed so far, management accountant has to cover some other aspects also, some other areas also. First area which is very much important is competition. What? Competition. Clear? Because if you want to do the business in successful way, first you should think about competition. Because in market there is no monopoly system if there is a competition. So competition will generally affect the entire business. Because of competition, we have to change our strategies. Example is Jio company, means Reliance company, right? Airtel company. Previously in market 8 to 10 telecom companies are there, but because of launch of Jio, almost all companies are closed. Now only 3 telecom companies are available in market, Indian market: Reliance, Airtel, Idea, means Vodafone. Now big players are Reliance and Airtel only. Idea customers are less. Big players are Reliance and Airtel only. So because of Reliance and Airtel, Idea has to develop the strategies. Because of Airtel, Reliance has to prepare the strategies. Because of Reliance, Airtel has to prepare the strategies. If market is having only one monopolistic thing, then fixed strategies will work out. But in market, if competition is tight, then fixed strategies will not work out. Updation is required. Regular changes will be required. So that is what? Global competition. So competition can be domestically also, competition can be from rest of the world also. If competition is there from rest of the world also, then global competition will be there. So in global competition, how to excel, how to succeed, in that area also management accountant has to work, and he has to advise to the management. He has to advise to the management. So global competition area is also area of focus. When you are doing the business, you should not think global, means not think domestic area, you should think about global also. So for example, Airtel and Reliance. These companies will have major customers in India only. Rest of the globe, they don't have customers. So they should think about domestically. But Tata company is having the business in India also, outside India also, like Tata Steel. Major revenue of Tata Steel is coming from Europe. So they have to think about global competition or not, because Tata Steel is not only the company in Europe, other companies are also there, so they can give competition to Tata. So according to global competition, they have to make the strategies and they have to operate the business. So in that area also, management accountant has to focus. So apart from management accountant functions, these are the extra areas in which management accountant has to focus and he has to advise to the company. Clear? Next is changing product life cycle. Means product life cycle means what? Product life cycle means this topic you will study in final level, life cycle costing. What is exactly product life cycle? I will explain. See, every product will have a life. Every product will have a life. Thereafter it will expire and new product will dominate. Clear? Like first, before launching the product, research and development will take place. What will take place? Research and development, R&D. Because first we have to develop the product now. So R&D. Clear? So once product is made, then it has to introduce in market. Clear? So some products will have the different style of revenue generating system. Some products initially very high revenue will come. Some products initially revenue will be very low. Later on revenue will increase. And some products starting revenue will be very high. Later on revenue will decrease. For example, if any new mobile phone is released in market and that mobile phone is totally unique mobile phone, then starting sale will be very high. When other competitors are also launching the mobile phones in market, then revenue will decrease, because they have options also now, so they can purchase other optional items also. So revenue will decrease, especially technology items. When technology items starting revenue will be very high when the product is innovative. Thereafter revenue will decrease, and finally sometime one stage will come, the product will outdate from the market. Product will be outdated from the market. Clear? Any example you can take? Clear? So motor cars, India. Actually, the company which manufacture the motor car, first company who has made the motor cars in world is Ford company. Clear? But right now in India, Ford company has not operating the business. Again they decided to came to India. Clear? So this is the situation because of competition. They started to manufacture the vehicles and they have dominated the business for past 30-40 years throughout the world. But when a stage came ki Ford company has closed its business, shut down its business totally in India. So every product will have some life. Thereafter the product will be expire. Then new products, new items will dominate. Okay. So life cycle costing is analysis ki how much revenue will be generated in initial stage, how much revenue will be generated at development stage, how much revenue will be generated when the product is going to outdate from the market. So what is the total lifespan? Initially 5-10 years, then next 10 years, then next 10 years, like this they will segregate. This study is called as what? Life cycle. This study is called as what? Life cycle. Like first 10 years how much revenue, next 10 years how much revenue, next 10 years how much revenue. Total life cycle of the product, suppose they estimated 25 years. So in 25 years they can generate revenue, But in all 25 years, same revenue will come? No. In some stages, revenue will be high, in some stages, revenue will be less. Some products will have high revenue in initial stage. Some products will have low revenue in initial stage. Like Jio. Starting revenue is what? Almost all zero. Free of cost they offered now. But right now revenue is very high. Clear? So that is what? Product life cycle. That is what? Product life cycle. So for every product they will prepare product life cycle. According to that cycle, they will generally estimate the revenues. And according to that, they will plan. And they will make the strategies. So that is called as what? Product life cycle. Okay. So changing product life cycle means some products will outdate from the market. So again they have to invest and develop new products. Or same product, some extra investment is required, then it can work out. For example, soap. Clear? Hindustan Unilever will manufacture soap. So any example, कोई example ले लो जी आप. कोई सोप का नाम बोलो. हाँ, सिंथॉल. गोदरेज बनाता ना जी, वो हिंदुस्तान यूनिलीवर बनाता है क्या? हाँ, संतूर विप्रो कंपनी बनाता हो, वो आईटीसी बनाता हो, डेटॉल बनाता है हिंदुस्तान यूनिलीवर. ओके. तो डेटॉल स्टार्टिंग में जो सोप था, स्टार्टिंग डेटॉल सोप विच इज मैन्युफैक्चर्ड बाय हिंदुस्तान यूनिलीवर, at that time also, today also same, or any changes have taken place? Changes. So regular technology should be changing, people preferences, choice will be changing. So they have to develop the product or not? So for developing the product, extra investment required or not? iPhone starting and today's iPhone same, or so much changes taken place? So extra investment required or not? So that is part of life cycle. That is part of what? Life cycle. Means phone is iPhone only, but features are same. Features are changed. Design also change. So because of extra investment and extra R&D, that is possible. So some products will have very high life, but when will have the high life? When it is updated, upgraded. When it is updated and upgraded. Clear? Dettol soap is Dettol soap only, but previously and today's soap, so much difference is there. iPhone is iPhone only, but first version and today's version is totally different. So investment is required. So they will plan at which stage investment should be made, so that again life will increase. Again life will increase. So that is part of what? Life cycle. इसको बोलते हैं क्या अपन लोग? Life cycle costing. Life cycle costing. Next is organization, means management accountant has to advise the companies towards adoption of modern manufacturing system. Modern manufacturing system. Right now everything is changing. So decision making process, management accounting process should also change. Clear? Organization has to use advanced techniques in management accounting system. Why they have to use outdated techniques? Previously, if they are using some traditional techniques, they have to switch over from those traditional techniques to new techniques. Like previously they are using overhead accounting. Now management accountant has to advise about activity based costing. Suppose previously they are using traditional system of purchasing the material and manufacturing the goods. Now they have to shift from traditional to just in time. Traditional to just in time. Suppose if you want to purchase any Mahindra car, Mahindra का कोई गाड़ी खरीदना है आपको, बड़ा गाड़ी जिसका 30-40 lakh rupees cost है. So if you went to the market, ready-made it is not available. First you have to book and you have to pay some amount. After your order is booked, amount is taken, then manufacture will start. So this system is called as just in time. This system is called as what? Suppose you already manufacture the vehicle and you are waiting for customer. Investment is blocked or not? So when your investment will release? When car is sold. Till that your investment is blocked or not? So that is traditional system. In modern system, just in time system, first order is taken, then manufacturing will start and directly delivery will be given. Clear? So Japanese people have started just in time. Toyota company started the just in time. Clear? Just in time means according to necessity manufacture should take place. If there is no order, there is no customer, no manufacturing. If there is an order, there is a customer requirement, then manufacturing should take place. But in every business this will work out? No. In some businesses this will not work out also. Like FMCG business. In FMCG business it is not working out. Like if suppose Hindustan Unilever want to manufacture the soap, first it will take the customer order. So first it has to manufacture and it has to wait for customer. Similarly grain, rice, wheat, different types of herbs. Clear? In advance it will produce now. No, according to customer order will produce. According to that, if you produce means so many people will face the difficulties. So in every place just in time system will not work out. In some places it will work out, in some places it will not work out. Clear? Especially just in time system is perfectly work out in automobile sector. Which sector? Automobile sector. Because in automobile sector heavy investment will take place and because of technology models will change. So in advance you produce more cars, more mopeds, then new technology will came into existence, means existing products will be outdated and your investment will be disinvestment. So by keeping all these points in mind, just in time was started. So organization has to use just in time system, activity based costing system, a lean management system. Lean management system means we have to eliminate the wastages. We have to eliminate the wastages. So wherever there is a wastages, all those wastages has to be eliminated. So this wastage can be related to material, this wastage can be related to labor time, this wastage is related to means waiting time, this wastage is related to processing time, this can be related to any area. So because of wastage, organization has to suffer, profits will affected. So ultimately they will focus on what? How to eliminate wastages. So this system of costing is called as lean management, lean system. Clear? All this you will study in final level. ये सब final में पढ़ते आप. Okay? Next is information technology. Nowadays, without information technology, business cannot be operated because everything is online e-commerce platform. Even a small vendor is also using the information technology. So big companies compulsory have to switch from traditional system to modern information technology system, because every customer will not deal in cash now, and every customer will not visit directly to the store. So he can purchase, he can do transaction from any place, anywhere. In that way arrangement should be made. In that way arrangement should be made. अब पढ़ाई में इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी आ गया तो बिजनेस में नहीं आएगा जी. अब आप घर पे बैठे भी पढ़ सकते हैं. क्लियर? अब आप जो है किसी की शादी में चले गए, जाना ज़रूरी था, अब शादी देखना दिल ने बोल रहा आपको, क्लास लगा के सुनते बैठ जाओ आप. क्लास यहाँ रनिंग है, वहाँ पर भी देख सकते हैं ना आप. तो यू कैन वॉच द लेक्चर्स एट एनी प्लेस, एनी टाइम. दैट फैसिलिटी इज अवेलेबल और नॉट. तो फिर बिजनेस में नहीं रहेगा. आपको रात में 9 बजे जो है खाना खाना है, आपको ऑर्डर कर सकते हैं आप जोमेटो स्विगी पर. आप आपको सुबह में 5 बजे 6 बजे मिल्क रेडी होना है, कंट्री डिलाइट पे ऑर्डर कर दो आप, सुबह सुबह तैयार है तो आपके सामने, रात में ऑर्डर करो सुबह आ जाएगा आपको। तो ग्रोसरी आइटम होना है, कभी भी ऑर्डर कर सकते हैं आप, रात से सुबह में 24 घंटे चालू है वो। तो डिलीवरी टाइम मेंशन कर देता हूँ ना, उस पर मेंशन आपको लाकर डिलीवरी कर देता है वो। बैंकिंग में रात में 2 बजे किसी को पैसे ट्रांसफर करना है, रुक जाते क्या पैसे, कर सकते हैं आप। तो इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी कंपलसरी होना है नहीं होना है, तो उसमें भी मैनेजमेंट अकाउंटेंट कंपनी को एडवाइस करना पड़ेगा। क्लियर। नेक्स्ट इसके साथ साथ है एनवायरनमेंट एंड सस्टेनेबिलिटी इश्यूज। भाई मैनेजमेंट अकाउंटेंट विल जनरली think about environmental issues also. Environment means wherever there is a possibility, generally management accountant has to advise the management towards green renewable energy. Green renewable energy. Clear? Green renewable energy means generally which cannot harm the environment. Which cannot harm the environment. Clear? Like because of manufacturing, so much of gases, so much of wastages will came out, and this will harm the environment. So management accountant should advise the company that these are the various options available. From this, environment is generally affected, but it's not affected as which is previously affected. So there is a reduction in that. There is a reduction. Those types of things he has to check. He has to trace and he has to advise to the management. Clear? Like Zomato company mostly generally advising the delivery boys to use the electric vehicle. ऑप्शनल है भाई, जोमेटो कंपनी फोर्स नहीं करता है आप, लेकिन पेट्रोल व्हीकल भी यूज़ कर सकते हैं, बैटरी वाला भी यूज़ कर सकते हैं, बट जोमेटो बोलता है कि बैटरी वाला यूज़ करो अच्छा रहता है। क्यों? पोल्यूशन कम होता ना उससे, पोल्यूशन विल increase. Clear? Similarly, government is also interested in that. So government is also discussing with different industries ki how should environment will be protected. Clear? So they will give carbon credits also. They will give carbon credits also. Carbon credit means whenever goods are produced, which type of gases will generally came from that? Carbon more, which will more harm the environment. So organization has to use different types of innovative things by which they can generally save the environment. Clear? अब बहुत सारे ऑप्शंस अवेलेबल है मार्केट में, नहीं है क्या? जैसे कि एग्जांपल के लिए आओ, क्या क्या है बोलिए। जैसे कि आप बिजली इस्तेमाल करते हैं आप, बिजली के लिए क्या चाहिए? पानी चाहिए, वाटर रिक्वायर्ड। फॉर इलेक्ट्रिसिटी व्हाट इज रिक्वायर्ड? वाटर रिसोर्सेज आर रिक्वायर्ड। बट विदाउट वाटर ऑल्सो वी कैन प्रोड्यूस दी इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, सोलर पैनल। So that is also what? Environment protected. Environment protected. Previously all street lights will work on what? Water based electricity system. Right now solar. Right now what? Solar. Traffic signals के पास जो लाइट्स रहते हैं स्ट्रीट पर, सिग्नल पे नहीं स्ट्रीट पर, एंड नाइट टाइम टू eliminate the accidents etc, street lights will be there. Clear? And some of the lighting system is also there. That is everything means based on solar system. So this is also what? Environment friendly. Like this, companies should also develop some, or companies should think about some environment friendly manufacturing systems, so by which environment should be less damaged. Okay? अब देखिए अपन ऐसा बोलते पढ़ते किताबों में, आपको एक चीज़ मालूम होना चाहिए, चाइना का तो नाम सभी लोगों को मालूम है। अब दुनिया में कोई बच्चा ऐसा नहीं है कि चाइना का नाम नहीं मालूम है उसको। चाइनीज लोग खाना कैसे खाते हैं मालूम है आपको? स्टिक्स से कहते ना, वो स्टिक्स के लिए वो लोग साल में 2 लाख झाड़ काट देते। कितने झाड़ काट देते? अब क्या एनवायरमेंट प्रोटेक्शन है उन लोगों का? ईयरली दे आर कटिंग 2 lakh trees फॉर मेकिंग दी चॉपस्टिक्स। इट मीन्स एनवायरमेंट को इफेक्ट हो रहा है, हो रहा फिर अपन तो कोशिश कर रहे हैं, बट दूसरे भी तो करना ना। वर्ल्ड के 2 सुपर पावर है इस समय, अब चाइना एक, अमेरिका एक, तो वो लोग ही नहीं कर रहे तो अपन लोग कैसे करेंगे फिर? अब ओनली इट इज ए मैटर ऑफ व्हाट? इंटीग्रिटी। भाई आपके मन में है करना तो करिए आप, बट ट्राई करिए, और क्या है। तो हियर गवर्नमेंट विल मेक सम रेगुलेशंस, गवर्नमेंट विल मेक सम रूल्स. So some of the companies will go for environment protection because of government regulations and policies, and some organizations by their own will and wish follow the environment friendly manufacturing technologies. Okay, next is deregulation and privatization. Government companies mostly will be converting into private companies. Clear reason already you know why privatization is required, because of less funding available with government, and in government generally जो है means work culture is not advanced work culture, so some laziness is there, inefficiencies are there. So because of that, even private sectors also converting into public sectors also converting into private sectors. Clear? So management accountant should focus on these areas also. Management accountant will not work in private sector, he will work in government sectors also. So you should have complete knowledge about this. Like BPCL है, उसको प्राइवेट करना चाह रहे हो लोग. RTC है, क्या करना चाह रहे? प्राइवेट करना चाह रहे हो उसको लोग. Why? In government, generally anything which is decided by government, on that so much of criticism will come from public and from opposition also. Private companies means gone. Private management, whatever decision they will take, benefit loss their own. Clear? They have to bear that. Next, value creation. Value creation means generally today's decision, tomorrow's kingdom. Today's correct decision, tomorrow's means value creation. Today's incorrect decision, tomorrow's destruction. Today, suppose if you take correct decision, in future there is a value creation. Like today you joined course, you successfully study and pass, there is a value creation. If you do time pass activities, your life will be spoiled. Clear? So value creation means what? You have to identify at initial stage ki this item will have some value. So you should work on that. Initially it will be not having some extra features. Initially it will not have some extra benefits. But later on there is a benefit from that. So that is what? Value creation. Next is what? Customer orientation also. Customer orientation. Customer orientation means a product, whatever they are manufacturing, that product is providing almost all features which is required for customer. Pricing also according to customer range, after sales service. So customer is also satisfied from that. So this is also necessary. If you do not maintain proper customer relationship, then business will be affected. Business will be affected. Suppose if you purchase, now in electronics, you purchase electronic item from Bajaj Electronic, or you can purchase from Tata Croma. If you purchase from Bajaj Electronics, service is excellent. Service is, after purchases they will call 3 to 4 times ki installation completed or not. Immediately they will send. After that also they will call ki everything properly done or not. In Tata Croma, if you purchase, nobody will come. You should call again and again. Because of this, Bajaj Electronic revenue is very high. Tata Croma revenue is less. If you see showroom size, Bajaj Electronics showroom size is generally small. Tata Chroma is big, but revenue of Bajaj Electronics is very high because of customer relationship. Because of customer relationship, customer service. Electronic item is available in Tata Chroma also, Reliance Digital also. Okay, in Bajaj Electronics also. But where customer service is good, that is only preferable, na? It's why Bajaj Electronics is the first preferred. You can check, and means after my advice, you can identify ki what I am saying correct or not. You can went or visit to the Bajaj showroom also, Tata Chroma also. You can check the difference. Tata Chroma's even salesmen also not very much interested in some time. They will not explain the things properly. Reliance Digital also same. But in Bajaj Electronics, maximum they will try to sell the product, and after sale service is also excellent. That is the major difference. Okay. So these are the multiple choice questions. You can generally practice this. Answers are available here. के साथ आंसर्स अवेलेबल है. Okay. From first chapters only 2 or 3 MCQ questions will come mostly, or one theory question will also come. Theory question means functions of management accountant is very important question that should compulsory study from first chapter, and difference between management accounting, financial accounting, management accounting, cost accounting. These 3 questions are important questions, and remaining MCQ point of view important. Clear? So because examiner can set descriptive question also, MCQ also, no? So in descriptive, 3 questions are important. What are these 3 questions? Functions of management accountant, differences between management financial, management cost. Okay. So differences between management financial. चलिए पीछे से सुनाइए. बोलो एक दो आप बोलो, दो आप बोलो, दो आप बोलो. राइट, करेक्ट. आप बोलिए. करेक्ट. करेक्ट. नेक्स्ट. नेक्स्ट. एक भी बोले तो चलता है. करेक्ट. Not verified. Correct. Means in financial accounting, generally verifiability is required because. Correct. Correct. Very good. चलिए next. Next. Correct. Correct. Now cost and management दोनों का difference बोलो. Difference between cost and management. Cost accounting లో different formats వస్తాయా? Financial accounting, management accounting is completed now. Now you have to answer cost accounting, management accounting differences. Very good. Cost control, cost ascertainment, cost reduction. Clear? So these are the areas of cost accounting. Management accounting, decision making. Correct. Very good. चलिए next. Cost accounting and financial accounting. Right. Next. Quantitative. Next. बोलिए. Okay, correct answer. Very good. Means cost accounting is used by shareholders, vendors, and management also. But management accounting is used by management itself. External people are not very much interested in that. Correct. Chaliye, so these are the differences between management and cost. Okay. Next, functions of management accountant. Today we understand. बोलिए एक दो. And accounting, coordination, reporting. Correct. Next. Yes, here. Controlling, correct. Next, tax administration, asset production, economic appraisal. Clear? Yes. Analysis and interpretation. Analysis and interpretation also. Clear? So these are the functions of management accountant. Clear? And apart from this, management accountant will also have different areas of his functions. So first is global competition, next product life cycle, next is environmental issue, next information technology, use of advanced manufacturing system, competitive customer, means customer relationship or customer orientation. So these are the additional areas of management accounting. क्लियर? तो ये आपका थ्योरी चैप्टर खत्म हो गया है. क्लियर? अब अगले क्लास में क्या करना है आपको? प्रैक्टिकल स्टार्ट करना है. मार्जिनल कॉस्टिंग स्टार्ट करेंगे. राइट?